Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Skylines After Dark. I am, of course, the ConflictNerd, and today we're back at Nerdyside International Airport, where things have changed. But of course, I mean, you've already seen most of the changes. You haven't seen all of them, but you've seen most of them, thanks to the time-lapse there. So, let's get into a little bit of detail on this. What has changed? Well, this is going to be effectively the central train station for the airport. This is obviously going to be the bus station. I'm actually going to probably rename these to NIA train station, I guess platform 1 and 2 is probably what that'll be. So can I actually just copy and paste that? Because that would be great if I can. This is basically going to be the central train station, as is somewhat obvious. This is 3 and 4. And then we have 5 and 6. Oh, hold on. Then we have 5 and 6 just there. So that's going to be our main train station. It is modular. Got this off the workshop. And it's going to go down into some tunnels here and go to different places in the city. Someone did remind me that there is a metro line underneath the airport. I'm aware of that, and I will be using it at some point. I'm not quite sure how I'll use it, because the only metro lines we have are over here, and I'm not entirely convinced that a metro line to the international airport under this kind of body of water really makes sense, but I do want to use it. So we'll figure that out. We will absolutely work that out somehow. But yes, we have our train station, we have our bus station here, which I should probably rename to just NIA bus station, just so I know which one it is. Some buildings about here. Some of this is residential, just because obviously you need people to work in these various buildings, so I wanted some people to be living out here, and that's okay by me. But something you may be noticing is that these roads don't have the standard trees on them. That's because I'm using the Network Skins mod, which recently came out from, I believe his name is Boformer, and it's kinda great. Basically, if I go to roads here, you can see I've got the choice on these regular roads to change the street lights. If I go to this one, I can change the trees on both sides, which is kind of great. I mean, I can have cherry trees if I really want to, which I kind of want to see. How does that look like? That looks... Oh god, that's the little bushes I've been using. Never mind. That is not what I thought it was. Kind of nice, though. I'm curious to see what the tall grass is going to look like. Probably ridiculous. Yeah, that's a bit of an overrun road right there. That's certainly interesting. Cherry tree, there's what I'm looking for. So what do they look like? They've got to look... Yeah, those look lovely. Those are pretty great. Combine those with some old street lamps, and you're going to get something, yeah, quite nice there. I quite like that. But yeah, that mod, I've decided to use it to put palm trees alongside the roads. There's palm trees everywhere here. I've put them between the buildings in little spaces where there aren't going to be buildings, and just some, you know, bits of grass here and there. I think it looks good. I'll be honest, I quite like it. But what I'd like to do today is I want to finish the international airport, because this will be the third episode we've spent on it, so I don't really want to spend that long on it. I did take some advice, and I did increase the speed limit on this road into the airport, and this one that leads to the highway. That's now set to 100, but there is still a bug. I say a bug. Basically, any vehicle that was added in the After Dark expansion doesn't pay attention to the increased speed limits that are put on roads by Traffic++. So what you'll notice is, for example, where am I gonna... I'm gonna have to find a vehicle. I think this vehicle here. Yeah, he's gonna travel at 100 kilometers per hour. But this guy, for example, who came in After Dark, isn't. Same with the police van there, and then the taxis as well. This guy's going at good speed. He's not speeding. That's the speed he's supposed to be going at, but then he hits a vehicle that's not doing that, and you get this. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but, you know, some of them are moving quicker than others, and that's okay. It looks interesting from, you know, from this view. It looks kind of cool. I'm also curious to see just how many... Hold on, I want the other direction. Wait a minute, what? Right-click to see traffic for one... There we go! So traffic, there's actually a decent number of cars using that road, which is kind of pleasant. I'm actually okay with that. Where are these guys coming from? Oh, there's people from the industrial area using that road, and there's people from, bloody hell, all the way out there using that road. That's interesting. This area's a little bit busy. Well, I say busy, that's not horribly busy. That's kind of what I'd expect it to be. I really like that there is traffic using it from all the way back there, though. That's pretty cool. That's kind of what I was wanting. They are using it to go to places that I didn't expect them to go. I didn't expect anyone to use that to get into the city, I'll be honest, but I mean, fair play to them. But whatever the case, like I said, I want to finish the international airport today. I've decided I'm not actually going to do anything with this beach. It's going to be purely decorative. But, I think, you know, fill out this little space, fill out some of these spaces. I also added a little plane in there because I thought it looked adorable. And then I think we're probably good. I think I'd also like to touch on Prison Island, which I think I'll do first, to be honest. I think we'll tackle this right now. Which is, I want to basically redo Prison Island. I want to get rid of this bridge that goes straight to it from here because it's kind of dumb. And I'd quite like to somehow get a bypass for any traffic coming in here so that they can get straight to Prison Island without having to go through the airport. And what that may result in is that these buildings along here get destroyed and we end up with a bridge here as well that goes straight to Prison Island, as well as this one. Because Prison Island is probably going to have, as I've said before, a lot of industrial zoning on it, because I'd quite like to, I don't know, I'd quite like to have some industrial space out here. I'll probably do some terraforming on it as well, so I can have a nice low dock like this, or several. And, you know, I just think it's probably a good idea to have a nice big industrial island out here, because this is an industrial zone, this is an industrial zone, right? Yeah, industrial zone there. And that, well, there's one up here too, of course, and then there's one down here, but we don't have any huge industrial zone. This is our biggest one, but it's gotten smaller over time, so I think, you know, a nice big sort of industrial zone, probably some housing on one side of it. Honestly, the housing will probably go up this end of the island here, as opposed to the side that has the roads into it. We'll see. We'll sort of wing it. We always do. But let me just go ahead and demolish as much of this as I can. My beautiful prison here on Prison Island. And I suppose I should probably work on a new prison complex. That's probably a good idea. And we'll actually use this mod as well to do that, because I think the prison probably shouldn't look all too good. So let's see what these trees are. What are they? Those are not really what I'm looking for. I do want tree-lined roads. I do want some tree-lined roads just to see what it would look like. That's interesting. Looks a little bit silly. What else have we got? We have these Magica spruce trees. Those are actually from Magica. Wow, okay. That's interesting. Fair enough. Maybe we'll just do something like palm trees again? No. I think I'll just go with none and change the street lights to be the cold white street lights. I think that seems reasonable to me. So we'll do that, and we'll just do... Yeah, I'll have grass-lined roads. I'll not have tree-lined roads. But what I would also like to do is just go ahead and get rid of the trees on this island, because there's a bit too many of them for my liking. So just clear that out, and we'll do a little bit of planning for our prison just here. So, obviously, a nice big straight road in front of it. I'd actually like it to be sort of parallel to this road, so do that, and do that. So that's about where I want it. And then we'll do a road up like this, but maybe we'll go with a one-way road in to the prison, and then I guess another one-way road out is probably the better way to do it. So they do have to loop around. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine by me. Let's continue this up. Then across to there, down to there, over to there, and down to there. I reckon that can be our prison space, to be honest. That doesn't seem too bad to me. Let's continue this across. So that's going to be a nice two-way road in front of the prison. So let's see what we can do with this. Obviously needing two prisons. Can I fit them in there? I cannot. That needs to be a little bit wider. Damn. Okie dokie. I'm going to have to make it wider this way, because we really don't have the space on this side. So we go this way. Then what I want to do is move the prison to that corner and do another one just beside it. And I could do 4 of them, but I think 4 is maybe a little bit much. What I will do, though, is I will put these little prison, the little police stations there, because I kind of like those as entranceways for this place. And then obviously get this, and we go... No, there we go. Straight up like that. So that should totally do what I want it to do. That is now all a one-way system, which is perfect. These guys can go either way. Maybe I will actually change this to be a complete one-way loop. That might be a better idea than have an actual road. Yeah, we'll do that. Is it obvious I'm completely winging this? I hope it is. We'll take that to there. So that's going to be our main road in. In fact, it might be a good idea to lower this a bit. So let's see if I can do that, because I think that could be kind of interesting. So take this to there. So that is 6 units. So I want to go 12 units and then do a road like this, just so I can measure this properly. So do something like that, and do something like that, and that's actually kind of perfect. That really could be closer though. What I'm trying here. You'll see what I'm trying. It doesn't really make sense. I'm sort of rambling, but I do have an idea. I want to lower this in here a bit, and I want to lower this road basically. So I want to grab, say, about that height, and from here I want to slope down so that we can have a nice sort of sunken road down here that will do what it needs to do. So there we go. That's a good slope. So that's going to be about that height, and I think I'll actually expand it into a wider road just to fill up the space a little bit better. Probably a good idea. So let's go for... We'll go for this road, and we'll change the lights to airport lights, because I think that could look very interesting. And we will continue this the whole way down there. There we go. Those lights are, yeah, definitely interesting, is what I would describe those lights as. And this has actually worked perfectly, because I can totally zone on these roads up here, so the buildings will absolutely border this the way I want it to. Now, in theory, I should totally be able to bridge across this, no problem. Oh, bugger. I should be able to bridge across this with no problem. We shall see how that goes. So if I select that height and bring this forward a bit, if I bring the whole thing forward, actually, I can get it really nice and close to that, that road. Which is, fine by me. Because that'll actually make it look a little bit better. I also realize I'm spending a lot of money to do this. That's fine. That's fine. We'll make it work. We'll hopefully not spend all of my money doing this. But, I have been known to spend way too much money in terraforming, even though I've said that when it comes to terraforming in this series from now on, I'm going to do it with infinite money on. But fortunately, this isn't costing too much, so we're probably okay. So there we go. That's that road in there. That's actually kind of okay. I quite like that. Continue this down and continue this down to here. And that one down to there. And I should now be able to bridge across this without much trouble. Yeah, I totally can. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. Now, does that look okay? Oh, it totally does. No, it doesn't. That's gone completely the wrong way. There's not a little... No, there's no curve there. That's very strange. Okay. Well, what we'll do is we will link up this one-way road again. So that's now a big one-way loop, which I'm okay with. Although I think I will put a bit of a two-way road just in there. Or maybe I'll bring that back one so I can actually put a path there and link these up correctly. So a bit of a two-way road there. So they can sort of loop around the prisons and so that they can sort of get about without too much trouble. Although, obviously going to put the small police stations there and there again. Then a couple of regular police stations. This is going to cost a lot of money, but that's kind of okay. In fact, let me just... Oh, I didn't want to unpause. Didn't want to unpause there. What I would like to do, though, is continue this... No. Continue this road across. Get rid of that. Then relink it. And then we just sort of link all this back up. There we go. That's a bit better. So now we can get some nice decorative stuff along behind the prisons, because that's what's important. So, there we go. Nice big police station there. And what I'm actually going to do is also put a large fire station in here. There will be a couple of them. No, that seems like a waste. We'll do a large fire station, and we will do... Do we have a smaller hospital? I'm pretty sure I do. Or I thought I did. Apparently not. Can't even fit the bloody hospital in there. Can I fit the tall one in there? Oh, I totally can, but that looks a bit ridiculous. That's, yeah, maybe I don't want to put a hospital right beside the prison. Maybe people wouldn't like that. It's entirely possible. I'll put a couple of, I'll put a medical clinic up there, I'll put a medical clinic there and there. Then we'll fill out the space with something else. That looks alright to me. That's, that looks alright to me. So this is going to be our main road going through here. My question is, can I make some interesting looking off-ramps out of this? I totally should be able to. So we're going to have to find out if that's a thing I can do. But I think I will also make the bridges out of these 4-lane roads, just because I think that might help traffic a little bit. So we'll do that, and we'll do the same over here. Again, just because I kind of like that. I do kind of like that. Now, here's my question. Can I legitimately make a road that comes off like this? I mean, I can use Anarchy to do it, but I really don't want to do that. What I kind of want to do is use a really, really small brush to see if I can make this work. I mean, if I take this back a little bit, I should be able to. There is the space. It's just going to be really interesting to see if this actually works. I want some... We'll do cold white straight light. So this needs to come off like that and curve to there. So far, kind of ridiculous. Let's try that again. So this needs to... Let's try it backwards, actually. So it does that, and it does that. Yeah, that's not actually going to work. There's not enough space. Damn. Was really hoping that would work. Was really hoping that would work. Okay, can I maybe do a... Can I do a tunnel? Would that let me... Would that be a thing? If I leave Anarchy on. So what exactly is this going to do? Yeah, no, that doesn't work either. Okay, so this road is actually kind of useless right now. Which is always good. That's always what you like to hear with your bloody roads. That's fine, though. What I will do, actually, is probably get rid of all of these. That is probably a good idea, to get rid of all these old buildings, so I can plan out this space properly. I think what I'll do is have this road sort of branch off a little bit further down here. Because that way I can sort of have it branch off properly and have the various areas go to the different areas of the island. Because like I've said, part of this island is going to be industrial and part of it is going to be residential. So what I think we'll do is if I select here and I select here and we just sort of take this slope down a bit. So there we go. We'll do this. We'll clear out this space, make a nice slope. That should totally work. Take these back a little bit because I can. Hopefully not destroying the land under those bridges. Hopefully not causing it to glitch out horrendously. Am I? Yeah, a little bit. Actually, horrendously. Yeah. Okay, good. Love it when it does that. That's just fab. Let's just continue this up to there, so I can now go ahead and just level the terrain, basically. If the terrain editing tools would let me, that would be kind of great. Come on, no, come on. Work with, there we go. Right, so this is the height we want. Now we just bring the terrain up to meet that. So there we go. That's better. That's not causing it to glitch out underneath there, which is absolutely what we want. So let's just even out this little bit here. There we go. And even out all this bit as well to fix the glitches underneath the bridges. And I think that's pretty good. That's actually going to work as a pretty decent way into this district. It's a bit of a bump there, but that's alright. That should totally work. I can totally put buildings alongside that as well, and it will look great. So, I reckon the buildings will have to be offices. That seems fair. Okay, the zoning's in. I realize I haven't moved this yet, which I really should do. So we're gonna chuck this in. Actually, maybe up there would be a good place for the recycling center. I might actually chuck a second one in just for the hell of it, just to fill out the space a little bit. And move that one a little bit closer. There we go. Nice recycling center there. That should totally do a reasonable job. Could I get a large no way. Can I get a large recycling center in there? Okie dokie. I could totally chuck one down there, which would be a reasonable enough place for it. It would fill out that space. But I really don't think we're going to need a third one here just yet. So, there's the zoning for the area. And this is where that road sort of ends. So I reckon what we'll do is we need to find a good way to sort of head this off, I suppose, and have it go off in its own miscellaneous directions. So I reckon the best way to do that is going to be to potentially change these roads to... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is the residential area is going to have grass at the sides of the roads with warm streetlights. Then the industrial areas are going to have the cold white streetlights, except for those bridges and except for this main road. So what I'll do is upgrade these roads here. I'll leave the prison as it is because I kind of like the prison as it is. But I will go ahead and just upgrade all of this, like so. And that did mess with the zoning a little bit there, didn't it? Yeah. That's okay. I don't mind having a bit of weird zoning here. It's gonna happen. Terraforming sort of does that. So, that should totally work. What I think I'll do now is actually continue this road down here. So that's gonna be a cold white straight light going straight into the industrial zone. Like so. And then I sort of want it to go about half a block, so about 5 units and 5 units, and then continue straight again for, we'll say 3 blocks. So that's sort of going to be a backbone road, I reckon. In fact, can I get a nice little, curve there? That's actually perfect. That works perfectly. That's kind of beautiful. Okay. Let's continue this for however many, 2 blocks, and then we'll do another little 5x5 turn there, and connect it there. So those are going to be our sort of main roads for the industrial zone. I really should have disallowed zoning on those. I think I will actually go and do that again, because I don't want zoning to be on these roads, because, oh god, it makes it difficult to, hold on. A better way to do this would be to just upgrade, well, change them to a different road and then change them back while doing no zoning. Because that way, I can have them where I want them to be. There we go, that does what I want to do. So, force those like that. Then we change all of these to be the same. I don't want zoning on them whatsoever. Because this way, we make sure traffic isn't turning off these roads, which is absolutely perfect. So those roads don't have zoning, that's fine by me. There we go, and then everything off of those roads will have zoning, and that's actually how it should be. That should make these roads a little bit more efficient, too. Maybe I'll continue on through there. Maybe I'll do a, No, I don't really want a T-junction, to be honest. I don't think a T-junction's a good idea. So... Or a cross junction. T-junction's fine, a cross junction, not so much. I think what we'll do is stick to a fairly grid-based system for the industrial zone. But, oh, that's totally going to mess with the zoning on those. I'm going to have to change those afterwards. That's fine. We'll take this up to there. That's fine by me. I'm trying to work out if I should do a one-way, any one-way system at all in here. I don't think I'll bother with... I don't know that I want that connection there. That's a little bit close to the other junction, so... Maybe take that to there, and then take it up to... I can't actually connect it there. That's a bit annoying. Oh, I can with Anarchy. That's fine. So Anarchy will let me connect that the way I want it to. And then I guess I'll bring one through... there, to just that point. Yeah. That should be okay. That should be fine. Can I bring a road down here, like so? Yeah, that should work. That should be okay. Maybe continue that over like this. I'm not quite sure how to make this work. This is gonna be a little bit interesting. That should be fine. Let me get rid of the oh my god, it's a pretty big district. Let's just get rid of the district though. There we go. Alright, so that's the industrial zoning. Let me continue these roads a little bit here. Because these obviously need to link together in a reasonable way. So I mean, I could do something like that. That could be a thing, I suppose. Because if I do that, and then I do the grass-lined road straight up there, that's... Yeah, that's a bit of a complicated junction, but that might work. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's do, let's try another one of these. Let's try that. Because that'll let people sort of in and out of the junction, I suppose. I'm really not sold on this, I'm going to be honest. I guess that works. I guess that'll work. Let me give this a shot and try some Traffic++ to change this junction. So what I've done here is basically set this up so traffic coming this way can only turn off onto this road or go straight. They can't cut across to this side, meaning that they will effectively have to come around and U-turn if they want to get to the prison. But that's kind of okay, because it saves them doing this big awkward turn across the road. And I think that's probably for the best, to be honest. I reckon that's probably a good idea that they're not doing that. So I think I'll keep that. I think I'll keep that design for now. What I will do is just cut that out and cut that a little bit out too. And I guess now no, that's a bit of an awkward junction. Maybe we will just leave that there for now. That's probably for the best. Let's continue this up like that, up like that, and up like that. And can I get a little bridge there to make that work? I somehow don't think I can. Yeah, somehow I don't think that's going to work. Unless I do no pillars, which is, I guess, an option. I guess we'll see how this goes. So floating to... Okay, that's not quite right. There and there. That's not right at all. That's interesting. There to there. Right. Can I now take this under there? I still have... Oh, no, I totally can. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will allow that. It's fittingly ridiculous, and I think I'll allow it. Although what I may also try is... I know we have those junctions there, but it might be an interesting idea to do this and see how that works as a thing. You know, sort of head that off there and then continue this road straight on a little bit further. So something like that. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that does, because that could be... It kind of makes this a bit unnecessary now. No, we'll not do that. We will we'll head those off there, and then I want this to be a very distinctly different area. So what we'll do is go ahead and do the warm street lights around here so we can get the housing going. Probably going to be high density. I don't think I'll bother with low density around here, because that seems like a little bit of a waste of space. So we'll go a couple of blocks either way, that way and that way. And since it's going to be high density, I guess it's technically going to be sort of like a kind of mini city thing over here. So that could be interesting. Let's do a 6x6 turn there, so it's nice and easy. Take that 2 blocks that way. And this is going to be a little bit awkward. I guess this is going to sort of go to there. That seems fine. Another block that way, perhaps. And a bit of a sharper turn here. Possibly. 6x6. I guess that works. Not quite as sharp of a turn as I thought it would be. Then a bit of a sharp turn there. And I guess I need to link this back somewhere. I mean, I guess technically this can totally link to those roads, but that just seems like a little bit of a... That seems like a little bit of a waste. I don't know. Maybe it isn't a bit of a waste. I guess what I'll try is... I guess I'll try linking this around. Yeah, well, we'll see how this goes. So this is going to be a one-way road going to there. And this is going to be a one-way road coming out of this district from here. Which apparently I can't do. That's interesting. But apparently I can do that. That seems a little bit silly. Maybe we'll have the one-way road come out from here instead. And sort of over, maybe a little bit closer to the water's edge would be a better spot. There we go. So something like that, and then link to there. So that is, I guess, technically a way out. Although these really need to be cold streetlights. So let's just do that and hope this actually upgrades them. There we go. So those are ways out and ways in, I suppose. This obviously needs to be set up correctly so that these guys can only go there and there. And that should... I mean, I guess that works. I guess that does border what's going to become our residential zone. And I guess I should probably put a little bit of commercial in here as well, just so that there is a buffer between industry and residential. So, yeah, let's get the residential zone done. Okay, I think this is probably a good start for the area. I know this area is pretty barren over here, but we'll get something in here eventually. There's not anywhere near as much housing as I would like, though. So I will just rip some of this zoning out. I'm going to rip, I think I'll rip all of this out as well, just to add more housing in there. And I think I'll actually do the same on this stretch of road as well. These areas I will fill in eventually, but again, this is just to start the area and see how the traffic deals with it. What I would also like to do, though, is... I actually think the bypass road for this area is going to, like I've said before, it's going to come off of here. It is probably going to destroy these buildings, come around, then bridge across here and actually follow and connect to there. So this section of road here might actually become a little bit redundant, to be honest. That's this little bit might have to go away. We'll see. We'll see how that goes, but I think we will go ahead and try and set up the bypass road now, and I'm going to use the, I think I will use the national road for this, just so that the speed limit is automatically set to 100, and I don't need to worry about after dark vehicles not obeying that. So, we'll have this just come off of, just about there. Come on, slope too steep apparently, that's a lie. There we go. That's actually ridiculous looking. Never mind, the slope was in fact too steep. National Road, come on, work with me here. Turn off anarchy so I can do this properly though, so it doesn't bug out on me. That's kind of what I'm looking for. It is going to destroy the... I don't know. Maybe I'll do this backwards. Maybe doing this backwards would be a much better idea, because it is going to destroy some of my my decorations over there, but I think that's probably something I'm going to have to deal with. So let's see if we can maybe... sort of... Can I do this? I can take it alongside that one, but it looks a little bit... dumb. Maybe one away from there, so I can put some stuff between the two roads. Yeah, that'll work. So that's going to come along there. Then it's going to come down like this, and it is going to go through this area, which I'm not entirely happy about, but I don't really think I have much of a choice if I want this to work. So do that. Then bring this straight across to there, so it snaps like that. Yeah, that's actually okay. That's not so bad. That's, yeah, I can make that work. I can totally make that work. I just need to bring this back now. So this needs to come straight off of there. Maybe it doesn't, actually. It needs to curve. So give me the national road. Let's have this curve back like this. Like so. And then connect. Give me there? Bit steep. Little bit steep. So let's try a little bit of terraforming just to make that work. So sort of just slope up like that. And that should do it. Kind of nicely. So there we go. Give me the national road. Give me the segment snapping on. There we go. So bring that up like that and take it like that. That's perfect. There we go. Alright, that looks ridiculous though. So that needs to go away, and we need to redo that stretch of road. Also, I don't know what the streetlights were. I think possibly the default ones for these. So let's see. Can that just connect straight to there? It can, and looks a little bit better. Okay, I guess that works for that stretch of National Road. Can I bridge National Road? I totally can. So anarchy off. This oh, it doesn't need to be floating either. Floating, pillars, there we go. The pillars, I reckon... Okay, careful. Bridge, pillars. I kind of want to be, street lights are going to be fine. I kind of want the Y pillars on these. I think the Y pillars look better. So let's see if we can, bring this across kind of nicely. That's going to be, that's 180 degrees there. I kind of want this to come to here, though. So, maybe I'll just curve it. Maybe curving it would be a better idea. I'm not a fan of curved bridges, because I think they look a little bit silly, but I reckon that's actually fairly spot on there. Yeah, not a big fan of curved bridges, but I think I'll allow it. So that would go to there. Does that look alright? That's a very sudden transition there, isn't it? But I kind of like it. Also, are those are not the pillars I wanted. Those are absolutely not the pillars I wanted. I'm going to be honest. Can I fix that? Like if I change this road like this, okay, and then we change it back, it changes the pillars. Beautiful. So that's an easy way to fix that. There we go. Got my Y pillars, which look pretty good. And this connects to here. So this can actually go away. And these can also go away. Because I kind of want to continue the National Road, I think. So, National Road continues running like this. Oh, that is a two-way road, though, I realize. So that's totally going to mess with things a little bit. I guess I'll allow it, and I guess we'll see how that goes. I guess that's fine. So, give me another little bit of National Road. Let me take this to there. Take it to there. Oh, give me a nice curve, though. Come on. Work with me here. There we go. Alright, so last little bit of National Road to there, and I think that works as a bypass. It's not the nicest looking thing, but it certainly does the job. Let me just D-zone that, and I guess what we'll do is chuck a few trees just along there to sort of hide our sins as we do. So, chuck a few in like that, chuck a few in here. This is something I spend a lot of time doing, I find. Just placing trees. It's a lengthy process, but it looks good in the end. Like, this whole area, I'm very happy with. Thanks to all of the trees around here. So, you know, just make the area look decent and hide your sins. And that, I think, is pretty much there. That's the bypass road is in, which is fantastic. We did a little bit of decoration at the end of it as well, just to sort of hide the very sudden transition there. We've got all the trees along here, which nicely masks the fact that it's a little bit of a fugly gap between the two stretches of road. I realize I should have put some trees along this cliff, though, just to, you know, hide the fact that, it's obviously a very sudden drop, but, you know, just to hide that a little bit, just to decorate it, make it look nice. So I think I'll do this, and then that'll pretty much be the episode. Obviously, need to put the pipes and stuff in for what's formerly, the artist formerly known as Prison Island. So I guess what I will do is leave it up to all of you to name the new island, whatever it's going to be. It's a combination of industry. It obviously has the prison, but it also has some housing on it. It is only accessible through the airport now, which is interesting. That's potentially going to go horribly, horribly wrong, but I'm willing to bet it'll be okay. The National Road will hopefully encourage people to sort of use the bypass rather than using the airport roads to get there. Hopefully they'll be inclined to use that because it's a bit faster. But I think that is absolutely going to be it for today. Yeah, we really need to put the pipes in, but I can, you know, easily do that off camera. So with that in mind, folks, yeah, name this island. I will leave it up to all of you because you are often better at coming up with names than I am. So yes, I suppose that's it. So thank you kind of for watching. This has been City Skylines After Dark. I would say we're probably done with the airport. That's at this point, I reckon there's probably nothing else I can really do for it. I know there's a lot of space. I know I never got around to filling this in, but I'll probably just fill this in with trees. Same with this and same with this. And same with this as well. Obviously, this is all going to stay fairly bare. So yeah, I would say we're pretty much done with the airport. I will finish that off camera, just these little spaces here and there. And I will let this build up a little bit off camera, and then I think next episode we'll name this and put in the docks and stuff like that I was talking about at the start of the episode. So yes, like I said, that's going to be it. Thank you kindly for watching. I've been the ConflictNerd, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.